with another group of 5 free betting picks. It's Friday, the 8th of January, 2021, and we've had a good start to the new year. We look to keep it going. We've got those 5 free betting picks for you tonight. We've got, 2 in the NBA, 2 college basketball, and to play right off the consensus report. As always, don't forget, all we ask of you, give us that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. But most importantly, put in the comments who you like for tonight. Like I said, we look to keep the winning going. All we ask is hit that thumbs up and leave a comment and be part of the Picks and Parlays team. A huge card in the NBA tonight. I only have one best bet winner. I only have one 5-star play. Of course, you can always get that over at Picks and Parlays. The only place to get it is over at picksandparlays.net/Craig. The description is in the video. As always, we always give huge discount. Today's $25 off what everybody else is paying just because you're watching it on the video. So click on that link. $14.99 gets you my best bet winner in the NBA tonight. All right, so we're going to put it in the order of these games tonight. So we've got an interesting matchup here to kick it off in college basketball. And Big Ten always has, or this year they're having these Friday games. So that way, usually it's just Ivy League and some MAC play and stuff like that. But, of course, Ivy League's out this year. So Big Ten and some of these other conferences have done us a favor by putting some nice matchups on Friday night. And Purdue at Michigan State is a pretty good matchup here. Both these teams are trying to fight to make sure they're going to be in that bubble in Indianapolis this year come March Madness. Purdue is an underdog here. Michigan State's favored by 4.5, total of 143. And, of course, last time out, we had played on Rutgers at Michigan State because I just thought that Michigan State team hadn't found their way. But, man, did they find their mojo in a big way in that game. And I got a 4-star play in this one. I like Michigan State minus 4.5. I think that confidence beating a good Rutgers team will carry over tonight. And I'm not saying Purdue's not a good team. They are a good team. But guess what? They're terrible on the road. 0-4 on the road this year. 0-3-1 against the spread as well on the road. So let's take Michigan State 4-star. Why is it not a stronger play? Because, Michigan State's basically had 1 out of their last 6 games where they've played, put a whole game together. So to me, I got to see them do it more often before I make it one of my better bets. But I do like it. A 4-star play, Michigan State minus 4.5. Then we go to the NBA. We got an early game in the NBA, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got the Wizards at the Celtics team. And this Celtics team continue to find ways to win no matter who's on the floor and who's not. Boston favored, big favorite here. I was kind of a little surprised they were this bigger favorite, but line open at 5.5. Now they're at 6.5, and the total set at 234. And this is a pretty good Wizards team. I mean, they're not as bad as their record says. They have been playing just really good teams and had some really tough, close losses. And that shows you they're 2-6 overall, but 4-4 against the spread. So it tells you they've had a lot of close losses. And guess what? They're 4-0 against the spread on the road. So, and the underdogs have been great in the NBA. So I wouldn't talk you off the Wizards. Plus the 6.5 tonight. I just think Bradley Beal's been amazing this season. I think he'll continue to have a great year. I like the over, though, as my 4.5-star or 4-star play. 4-star play over 234. This Wizards team, they can just go and score. And Russell Westbrook has not been as good as I thought. I thought he would kind of bounce back to that Thunder form. Not that he's been bad, but I think he'll continue to get better and learn how to play with Bradley Beal. I like the over 234 in that one as a 4-star play. Now we got 4.5-star plays, one in NBA, one in college basketball. But of course, before I do so, don't forget, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. But most importantly, as everybody else, chime in here. Put in the comments who you like for today. Cincinnati got it done last night against me. That was my one loss. I was 4-1 yesterday and hit my best bet winner. Miracle got the overtime in that Nuggets game. And got so really 5-1. Michigan State was 4, not so sure about -5. I like them either way. Eddie likes Lakers tonight. I don't know. I would be wary of the Lakers. I said it yesterday. They're just kind of going through the motions to get through the regular season this year. So 9.5, I think, is where that line is. That's a lot. But continue to put in there. But don't forget, get my best bet today. $14.99. That's $25 off. The only way to get it, picksandparlays.net/Craig. In the description, you'll find that link, or you can just type it. And that's $25 off what everybody else is paying just because you watch my daily video. So that's an only 5-star play for today, and it's in the NBA, so make sure you get it. All right, so we go to a 9 o'clock matchup, Dayton at Davidson. And Dayton opened as a big underdog, but now it's even a big underdog. Davidson's -7 now, and a total of 129.5. When I bet it last night, it was 6 or 6.5. So that shows you how big the public's on Davidson. So it makes me a little worried here, but I still like Davidson. They're a good team this year. I mean, we saw that in early, I believe in that Maui Classic was where they played some really good competition. And, Dayton's played some good competition. I think it was Mississippi and Mississippi State. They played well against them, but those aren't world beaters. And I think we saw last time out, Dayton was a big favorite and won or lost outright at home. I just think it's a tough spot on the road here. In fact, I think let's get Dayton's record on the road. I believe they have only played one game on the road. Yeah, just 0-1 on the road and 0-1 against the spread on the road. And I think Davidson gets it done at home. I just think this is going to be a pretty easy win by Davidson. I liked it a lot more at the 6 number I got yesterday, but I would still play at 4.5-star play on Davidson. Why is it not a 5-star play? Because I've made a lot of money betting Dayton in the past decade. They're just a really good team historically. Even though Archie Miller's gone, it doesn't matter. I still think Dayton's a solid program. I just think in this spot, Davidson's the play. All right, so I got one last 4.5-star play. In the NBA, we go out west, late game, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got the Clippers and the Warriors, and it's weird how the NBA is doing this where you play a team in back-to-back spot, but you have a day rest in between. So the Clippers played the Warriors, I believe, on Wednesday in Golden State. Now they play them again in Golden State. Clippers favored by 5.5, a total set at 232. And it looks like everybody's a go for both of these teams tonight. So I like this Clippers team, especially with that motivation they have right now. And I believe, ever since that 50-point halftime deficit, I mean, this team's been pretty good. I mean, they've kind of turned things around a little bit. And that had more to do with who was playing that night. And I think we're going to see that a lot this year with COVID and stuff. So you're going to get those one-off performances. Clippers been good on the road, 4-1 straight up, 4-1 against the spread on the road. I like the Clippers -5.5 here. I know Steph Curry's playing great, but he doesn't have a whole lot of help right now. I mean, when you replace Klay Thompson with Kelly Oubre, he's not a poor man's Klay Thompson, which is what people were thinking he would be. Just not the case. Steph Curry basically has to go for like 40 to 50 here just to keep this game close. And I still think the Clippers could win. So I'm going to take Clippers -5.5, 4.5-star play. All right. So last play, as always, go directly to our consensus report. Consensus report been hot. The consensus picks yesterday were this last 4 days have been 3-1. Last night they hit that over in the Lakers game. Tonight we're looking at the Hornets at the Pelicans, and let me update the consensus reporter because, of course, you can get the full report. There's 4 or 5 plays and a couple plays already up for the NFL this weekend. Go over to picksandparlays.net picksandparlays.net. Under the premium picks drop down, click on consensus. I think it's like $2 a day. You can get a monthly consensus report. Anytime there's more than 3 cappers on a play or on a game, it will show up. So we've got several games up, including Purdue, Michigan State game, Dayton, Davidson, Charlotte, New Orleans, Utah, Milwaukee, and then a couple of the NFL games already for the weekend. And that report will be updated throughout the day as cappers put their picks in. But the game that I'm looking at, the biggest consensus of the day right now, is this Pelicans team hosting in the Hornets. And this is the battle of the Ball brothers. And we've got 4 cappers on the New Orleans Hornets. The New Orleans Pelicans. The line is 6.5, depending on where you get it at. 4-1. New Orleans is the play for tonight at -6.5. I think the Ball brothers, obviously the experience that the Pelicans have. This Hornets team is super young. I like them. They've had some nice wins lately, but I think they're going to have these ugly losses. And I think New Orleans is going to step up for the older Ball brother and get the nice win here. So that's what we have for tonight. All right, so don't forget, but continue to put in here who you like. Terry said fade Utah. Yeah, but they're getting a lot of points tonight, and I kind of think everybody gets up to play the Lakers, the Bucks, the Celtics. There's certain teams you get up to play for, especially when everybody's that's a little worrisome tonight. I would take the Bucks, but I'm a little worried I stayed off of that game as far as an official play. So, all right, so we're going to recap and give these games out in the order I like them. Clippers minus 5.5 at the Warriors, 4.5 star play. I just think the Clippers are too much. Remember, they beat them on Wednesday night. I think it was 7-8. I think they do a little easier even tonight. 4.5 star play, Davidson minus 7. This line has gone up considerably since opening, so that is the reason why it did end up as a 5-star play for me. But I do think Davidson gets the win. Over in the Celtics game, over 234. I just think this Wizards team can really score points, and I put a little money on the Wizards too. The underdogs have been barking in the NBA, and I think the Wizards are due for a big upset. And then 4-star play, Michigan State minus 4.5. I just think Spartans put it together against Rutgers, and I think that confidence carries over. Add in that Purdue's terrible on the road, and I think that gets it done for tonight. So Henry likes a Liberty big. So continue to put in the comments who you like. Don't forget my best bet tonight in the NBA, $14.99. That's $25 off. Go over to picksandparlays.net/Craig. The description is in both Facebook and YouTube, and you can get in on that. That's $25 off my normal price just for watching our daily video. So, all right, guys, I will be back tonight on Friday nights and Saturday nights. I do the next day, so that way everybody has plenty of time. We'll be talking my wild card betting picks. We'll also be talking NBA and college basketball as well. So make sure you stay tuned. And about 11 to Eastern Standard Time to midnight tonight is when I'll be in both Friday and Saturday night for my NFL and all those picks for the weekend days. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you again tonight.